I'm gonna start this video by telling y'all that I have a hoodie on that is blending in with the green screen. So that's why I don't have a body. But we reacting to Gill podcast talk about JJ Reddick being a coach or something. My thoughts on the game was, and the only reason I said this is just I'm not serious. Bron, when Bron was on the floor, it was a lot of stagnicity. But I say the best lineup that I saw was what Elo, Austin, Dalton, Rui, and AD. It was a lot of movement on offense. So I really like that a lot. So I would like to see that lineup a whole lot more. Of course, I want to see more of Bronny. First of all, Gabe Vincent do the exact same thing Bronny do, bro. Get out there, well, has been doing, I'll say. Just be on the floor to miss shots. And I don't understand why no one's talking about that. Anyways, we're finna just check out and see what they talking about. Please like, subscribe, comment on what you think about JJ. Comment on what you think about Bron and Bronny playing together. You know, it was a great feeling, great feeling.
How did JJ Reddick look in his Lakers head coaching debut?
Perfect.
Perfect?
Look perfect. The way he played
I don't know about perfect.
Bronny, perfect time, and they up by like 15. Throw them in. If they come back to about 9, bring them out. The rookie, oh man, I love Connect. You got to play the white.
He nice.
You got to play
Dalton
the
is
white
nice.
together. Him and Austin.
Exciting white.
Yes.
Go get rid of Russ.
Yes, you have to play Austin
like,
and Dalton together.
Bland Fleet, what's his name?
Fred
Van Fleet. We're going to trade him for Van Fleet because Reed about to take that spot so they can't keep him. Van Fleet.
Fred. You talking about Fred?
Fred Van Fleet.
You get him.
Van Vliet, where the other L come from?
LeBron AD.
That boy Gil be upset.
The Whitey's out there. LeBron AD.
Connect, Ricky. He going to be...
Gil be sitting there waiting for his turn.
Nah, man, they look like they got chemistry, though. Look like
They look good.
I think they do got
They know
chemistry.
what they do. Like, when it comes to coaching is
Yeah, all
about
jokes aside, though.
Man, for real.
subbing, making the right subs at the right time,
Right.
play calling, and knowing how to manage the timeouts, right? That's really what coaching is judged off of, right? It's how you manage the game. Because
Maybe it's just off that, like,
your coaching itself imprint is in practice. You know, play
from the
calling,
NBA,
people
but
remembering stuff, and then from there, you're watching how it is played out, right? But from there, you're just managing the time, making sure you're subbing in the right lineups at the the time, making sure someone is on
I think a
fire,
coach's
and
job is
you're
more
not
so
just
gathering
subbing
knowledge about what's
because
going on in the
mindset
game
about it.
and making
Like,
adjustments.
You really gotta be
I think if you
in
can make
tune
adjustments,
with
you can
the
win any game.
Itself.
Player coach.
With no
Some
plays,
guys-
no
some guys just
timeout
Some guys just
management.
coach from their piece of
just
paper.
adjust.
And they don't have the flow of the game.
For real.
And for y'all, obviously, you played with a bunch of coaches in your time. How much do you respect coaches more that don't just stick to the game plan, that understand the actual feel of the game from game to game? Look, we might come in with an initial strategy, but like you said, Gil, player X or player Y is cooking, so it's not your night today. You know, we gonna ride this.
Shit, Mo Cheeks. I played Mo Cheeks in Detroit. That's how he was. Play, flow. Just let me play, flow. Like, he was great. Mo Cheeks was great.
I forgot about Mo Cheeks.
Who else? Player coaches. Scott Skiles was great for me.
Yeah.
You know?
And
I
we've
like-
seen Lakers players'
I like
comments about the
player
previous
coaches to
regime
an
didn't
extent.
see
To an extent.
enthused or too in tune with it. Guys seem to really be willing to rally behind JJ. Obviously, it's just one game, and as y'all know, the season is long, but that's at least.
It's not about the game. It's about just the approach. His approach is coming from being a player and being coached by some of the best minds.
Yeah. He had a lot of good
played.
coaches that he played. Well,
Right?
I guess
Even
not.
Coach K, you know, you talking about Coach K,
Coach K.
Doc, Stan Van Gundy, right? So
Yeah.
he already has blueprints of X's and O's, what to do out of timeouts, like, and then as a player who played a long time,
Boost
he
over.
understands
Y'all go get down the
like
dog.
situations.
I just lost $10.
Right? You can't talk to someone like him about not running the floor because that's all he did. Not being in shape, not
Right.
looking fit, not eating.
Right.
He's one of those players you cannot have an excuse for. not getting shots up before the game, after the
Bron
game.
need to figure out how
Like,
to
you're
be,
talking about a
how
guy-
to Bron need to figure out a way how to be the lifeline for the team, but also not be in the way. And that's on both ends. Like you take Bron out, there's a lot more stops. I'm not saying he's not a good defender or anything like that. It's just his feet hurt. I know y'all seen his toes. His feet hurt. So he not finna be sliding his feet that much. And then on the offensive end, he not gonna be running around like JJ Reddick. So I think, but everybody else will. Dalton, all them, Rui, they'll all move around the court like that. And you know that's what I like about the Lakers now. I'm like, they just gotta find a common ground and something somehow, because Bron is needed on that team for sure, but he don't need to be the offense. But it is Bron, you know, they'll figure it out.
Who didn't cheat the game. I think he told a story about why he retired.
So unforgettable, more than incredible.
Oh, brother, I just got this.
And he said he retired because when the summer came, he couldn't do his summer routine with the same passion. He said when he got to his summer routine, he was like, I can't do this. It's too hard.
Man, it's hard.
And when it became too hard, he's like, I'm not gonna do half of it just to make a team. I'm just not gonna.
That's real.
You know, so, you know, with a guy like that, he takes everything serious, so.
Yeah.
And we've seen ex-players make the transition to coaching with various success. But as former players, when y'all were hooping, did y'all respect the ex-hoopers more because they had actually lived the life and played the game versus guys who had never played in the league trying to tell you what to do or how to operate on the floor?
As into like just listening, taking little bits they say to me like during the summertime. I see it now, you know, when what they was talking about, don't take the game for like granted because it go by like that, stuff like that. Because before you know it, you'll be 30 something.
That's not what he meant when he asked that question, but
Listen to the vets, really. And for JJ, I seen sometimes he was getting back into player mode, but he called himself. He was on.
I know I'm not gonna pause like this again, but I just gotta explain this because it's on my mind. The question he was asking is, you know how fans be, you gotta rebound the ball, stuff like that. Would they listen to old NBA players over fans, or are they all in the same place? That's what he was asking, and that's a really good question.
Settle down. It was dope to see for me. I seen him bump chest with AD. I like that type of stuff, man. I seen him like getting behind players, like when they made a shot, clap hands when they was running down the floor. So I like coaches that like uplift their players too.
So what's one thing that every good coach does? Just give me one example of what a good coach does, and then give me one example of what a bad coach does.
Yeah, what's your example? Coach?
A bad coach?
I mean, I listen to coaches. I listen to some of the ex-players, but back then it was ex-players as, what they call them? Rebound?
Player development?
Yeah, them.
Player
And
development.
then some of the ex-coaches themselves, I'm going to listen to you until you don't make sense, right? Usually it was
Yes,
pass
sir.
the ball. Whoa.
wait.
Right?
That's
Usually it was
hilarious.
pass the ball. Whoa. I guess you ain't watching no film. That's not my best attribute. You better watch out.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? Like, right? No, but serious. If you're working me out and let's say a coach, and this is a real story.
I feel Gil on that for
I
sure.
remember Coach Hubbard, Phil Hubbard. was working me
Hubbard.
out. And then we're working out. All right, 3 shots, move. 3 shots, move. And I'm sitting there, finish my workout.
You didn't feel tired?
Hey, man. Hey, what's your name again? I had to look up his stats. Okay, all right, okay. So if I want to average this, I got to
can't
do
look up
everything.
somebody's stats.
Yeah.
No.
Because your work ethic, what you're telling me is your work ethic you did, and that got your ass 8 points.
No.
A game,
'Cause
right?
That ain't supposed to be all your work. If you just go, that's supposed to just show up to get.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying
Let them
is
know you working out with a coach before they can talk to you.
Your mindset tells me how you think.
In this situation,
Right, so
that
if
was
you're
right,
telling me
but not every
5 shots
situation is
spot.
like that.
That's what you really believe, right? Did you ever hear me ever tell you 5 shots?
No.
Yeah, 100.
But you were saying shit
50.
that's unrealistic.
No, it's not unrealistic.
They make 1,000 shots a day. I'm like, man, arm would break. I tried that shit. I couldn't shoot for a whole week after that.
Again, do you think you're getting better with 1,000 shots a day or 5 shots per spot? Like, I'm listening to your mind. What is your mind? What are you teaching?
So
Like, you can only, let's say a defensive player. Like a defensive player. As an offensive player, can a defensive player tell you how to put yourself in position to score if he never was that, right?
Yeah.
Right? Rudy can't go and teach someone how to be Jokic, right? He can only tell people how to be great at defense, that guy. So
if you can learn to pass, you can learn to play defense. If you can learn to play defense, you can learn to score. So it's a bunch. If you know how to pass, you can learn. You know how to score. It's a lot. It's a lot of intertwine. So, but the Jokic and Rudy, I mean,
mentality was a role player. Pass the ball. He's projecting what he was onto me. And no, you tell me 3 shots, I'm gonna bump it up to at least 25. You average 8, okay, 16, 24. I would average 40.
So you're not listening to JJ. JJ averaged what, 12, 13? You're not listening to that?
What are you gonna say? Gilbert take 15 shots. I'm taking 30. I'm gonna up it up. I'm gonna up it up.
This guy
I'm
is stupid.
upping it up. Right, I'm upping it. I'm upping it up.
That's why stars don't make good coaches.
I'm upping it up, though. Is what
Why
I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna win the
I'm not gonna
playoff.
do- Your mind is gonna tell you.
J Kidd.
He was a pass first guy. He was a share.
So Gil, just to play devil's advocate, you talked about the Gobert Jokic comment, but couldn't Gobert be like, well, this is how he cooked me, so
Yeah, that's what I said.
These are moves you might want to. I used to always give me with this
You
one.
still can't tell him. You still can't teach him.
But that's not like. I see how you use that, but if I tell somebody how to play defense, everybody gonna be like, oh, you never played no D.
But you could. You just didn't. You had other priorities.
See, I'm gonna teach you how to score against great defenders, how they supposed to move, where they supposed to be, right? Because that was my skill. So I can
The
give
best
you that,
type of coach.
right? If you never did it to a certain level, it's hard to give it to the person. So if you're a guy and the guy next to you is telling you how to work, you got to think about his work ethic and who he was, and then you might have to double it or triple it for your skill set.
You basically just told people that trainers can't train unless you score 20 points or something more in the league.
So unforgettable, more than incredible.
Not necessarily. Like, not necessarily. Like somebody like Lethal, I don't even like to use Lethal, but somebody like Lethal, he's known for being able to make shots and stuff like that. That's where his work shows. So if it's somebody like Drew, whatever, handling, like he's worked with a lot of people and the work has shown. I wish he could get back in there with Kai Jones because I need Kai Jones.
Good trainers that
I
never made the
need
league.
Kai
People that work hard. He was
Jones.
at 24
I need to
right
see what
now,
he did
still
the last
trying
game
hard
they
as
played.
hell to get to the
If he
league.
even got in.
There's
My bad.
Okay.
I forgot.
Making sure.
But you know what I mean. You know that in there every day, training hard. You can't get it. But you just can't tell I average 20. I'm the best trainer in the world. It's more
No, it's not averaging 20. If I'm a trainer, right?
work ethic is work ethic.
What I'm saying, if I'm a trainer, you can only go about how you play the game, how you what's the name of the game, right? If you think if Pat Beverly was your trainer, you're pretty sure that shit's gonna be intense, right? Mm-hmm. It's gonna be intense. You just, because that's how he played the game. He's gonna project what he is, what he was, onto this work at this what's the name.
This is not about JJ Reddick.
I'm working with a trainer, and he's giving me three shots a spot move, 3 shots a spot move. I'm gonna ask him, hey, what's your background? What'd you do? Oh, I played here. I was a pure point guard. His workout is around how he played the game. So I know if I'm gonna work with this guy, he's thinking from a point guard